Hey y'all, it's your girl Angel Sunshine, and I'm here tonight with a message because Spirit said you need to hear this. So I already called them my ancestors, my archangels, and my spirit guides. So let's just jump right onto it. What is the overall energy for the collective watching this video, Spirit? Thank you. So we have Falu, the leader, and we have the number 40 up here. You break that down to a 4, and that stands for the emperor. It stands for leadership, taking authority. And in the shadows, we have details, details, details. A lot of people seem to focus on the bigger picture. They never really focus on the details of a situation. I'm a detail kind of girl. I'm very specific when it comes down to the details because the details make up the bigger picture. A lot of people say you should focus on the bigger picture, but I feel like people focus too much on the bigger picture that they forget about the details that create the bigger picture. I feel like there could be somebody in your life who's very inspiring to you. And Spirit is asking that you follow this person because wherever this person is going, it's going to lead you to what it is that you want. So why follow the leader here, Spirit? We have abundance. And then in the shadow, we have envy. So you could be very abundant in your life right now. Things could be going well for you. A lot of people think abundance is money. But abundance is not money. Abundance could be happiness. It could be a new home. It could be a new state of mind. It could be anything that deals with what makes you feel good. It says here, I am limitless. I am a limitless being. And I can manifest whatever I desire into this physical reality. And I feel like that's what you do. You somebody that put your mind to something and then you get it. And a lot of people around you may be jealous of that because they can't do it how you do it. But that's okay because at the end of the day, sometimes it's not best to focus on what somebody's thinking or look at it more. Or let me put it like this. It's best not to focus on what somebody is thinking. It's best to focus on what it is that you feel that you doing is something that you need to do. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. I feel like you being led into abundance in your life, and it's a lot of people around you that they can't understand how you doing it. They don't understand why you. They jealous of it. Instead of them just expressing how inspired they are by you, they are deciding to allow that inspiration to turn into jealousy. Like Drake said, jealousy is love and hate at the same time. Envious people is just jealous of you and they hating on you at the same time. Like he said, love. What he said? He said hate. What do you think he said? Hate. He said love is just hate and jealousy at the same time. Something like that. He said. I feel like the challenges that you've been through in life, you finessed it. You pulled your sword out and you bodied every demon that came towards you and tried to stop you. Why? Because you're not somebody that just focused on the bigger picture. You are a detail-orientated person. So you make sure not only 1 follows 2, but 3 follows 4. You get what I'm saying? And people don't understand this. They don't understand why. They don't understand how. But at the end of the day, it's not a need for anybody to understand anything. The same way you get up and put that footwork in is the same way they can get up and do the footwork too. Can I get more in abundance, Spirit? So we have the flower. I don't know how to pronounce this flower, y'all. But it stands for playfulness. It say, play in the royal road to childhood and happiness and adult brilliance. So I feel like you somebody who inner child is alive. You know, you're not somebody that's dull or boring. You find joy in everything you do, even in the sad moments. And people can't seem to understand how. But I'm here to let you know it's because the power of God keeps you going. The light of God keeps you going. A lot of people get out here, they get on their hands and knees and they act like they asking God to get them through something or bring them in some type of abundance. But their inner child is not awoke. And if your inner child is not awoke, then who you speaking to? Because it ain't God. A lot of people allow the things that happen in life to dim that light within their heart. that same light that used to guide them as a child no longer is lit anymore because they chose to not follow the leader. And with this follow the leader card here, I'm really getting like following your ancestors, following your guides, you know, following your angels, following your gut, following what you feel. Then we have the flower Camilla here, and it stands for destiny. It is not in the stars to hold our destiny, but in ourselves. And I really feel like you're somebody that navigate from within. You know, you don't navigate from the outside. You navigate from within. You allow your heart to guide you as you go through your journey. And I feel like because you do that, you are able to be abundant in spirit and in the physical. When I look at this card here, I think of an essay. With an essay, growing up, we was taught you got your introduction, you got your body of the essay, and then you have the ending of the essay. You can't just give an essay, and you can't just give an essay into, you know, your professor without the introduction, the body, or the ending, you know, of the whatever this is that you're working on. You can't just give it in without giving the details to what this is that you're speaking about. And I feel like whatever this is that you're doing, you may not be sharing all the details, you know? But what people need to see, instead of being envious of it, they need to try to learn from you and follow the leader. You following the leader, and they need to follow one too. A lot of people be very prideful and you know, boastful. They don't feel like taking advice from others is something that they should do. I'm not saying that you don't follow what you feel, but it's good to take advice, whether it's from people from the spiritual world or the physical world. I get all my advice from the spiritual world because at the end of the day, that's what I was abundantly blessed with. The details of situations, you feel me? Not just the picture of it, but the details that make up the picture. You know, and I feel like people are trying to like find out details on you. Like they're trying to find like what makes you you. And at the end of the day, what makes you you is God. I don't understand why people having a hard time believing that God is real. You know, people say stuff about God, God this, God that, God, but do you really believe in God? Do you really believe God could bring the abundance in that you need? Do you really have the strength to follow something that you can't see? You know? A lot of people do focus on the details too much and not the bigger picture. But I don't care how you put it. I'm always going to focus on the details because the details make up the bigger picture. So however you put it, I'm going to focus on the details. So can I thank you, Spirit? It say we learn from failure, not success. And that's what I mean. Like you may find yourself in a situation where you have failed, you know? But instead of you looking at the bigger picture of the situation, maybe you need to focus on the details that created this picture. That made this picture what it is, you know? So, and I feel like what makes you you is your heart. You know, that inner youth within you that's still there dancing around in your heart. You know, a lot of people, inner child die out. They can't create no more. They can't paint no more. They can't find that inspiration they used to have as a child. And it's not your fault that they can't find that. That's because they focused on the bigger picture of life and not the details of life, not the details of the way the journey was created for them. So nobody can really be jealous of you because of the blessings and abundance that you get because you chose to follow the leader, or you chose to follow your intuition, or you chose to follow God. So let me get y'all a closing card. I truly hope you enjoyed the reading. It says here, hostilities. And then we have Door to Spirit. So I really get this feeling that there's people around you that's jealous of you because you are aligning with who you truly are. And you finding the pathway to spirit. And, you know, people mad about that. But, you know, like I know, and what I always say, that's their goddamn problem. Ashe, amen. Don't let nobody steal your joy.